Okay, guys, we're recording now. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the Chain Reaction Build It Yourself Laboratory. So, hey Kingsley, I like those sunglasses shades you have on. Can you see through those? Hold on a second. Where did you get those sunglasses?
No, it's just Zoom.
Oh,
Like that. Zoom.
All right, cool. Show us how you do that.
Well, I don't want to.
Quite cool. Okay.
You can go into like every some like meet ideas and stuff like that. Like information for that. Then you go to settings.
You go to settings and in the video settings.
And then you go to background and filters.
Oh, background filters. I love it. Okay, you're a smart one, you are. Guys, as we usually do when we start a work session, let's review what's our problem and what's our mission. So Norman, can you present the problem that we're solving? Why are we building this chain reaction machine? What's the problem? Norman, can you turn your microphone on? Great. Or while Norman's fixing his microphone, Lucas, can you explain what's the problem?
The problem is that teamwork is required for a lot of things, but some people are not good at teamwork.
Great. In order to build something really cool, you need a team. And the problem is that not everyone is good at teamwork. Okay, Isaiah, if that's our problem, what's our mission?
Our mission is to build a machine that demonstrates teamwork by throwing candy.
Okay, fantastic. Kingsley, can you share, would you like to share your lab book? No? Okay. How about you, Norman? Would you like to share your lab book?
Okay.
Let's have a look at all of the graffiti we made to decorate our chain reaction machine. In the process of reviewing our lab book, we can review all the tricks that we've learned.
Okay, so this is my lab book.
Great.
This is the problem and the mission.
Hold on a second.
This is
problem. I don't see problem and mission yet.
This is the problem and the mission.
Can you stop sharing and reshare again? It's not coming through.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now can you see?
Your desktop. Now we can see the problem and the mission. Great.
Okay, so this is the problem, and then this is the mission.
Good.
And this is the modules that I built. So this is the bumper machine.
Yep.
This is the catapult.
Cool. When you explain the bumper machine, go back to the bumper machine. Great. Does anyone remember what the challenge was for the bumper machine? And did anyone think about measuring the velocity? The challenge of the bumper machine was to see who could design the bumpers to take the longest time.
Sophie!
So
Okay.
in the process of doing that, you really are studying the concept of velocity. How long does it take a ball to go from point A to point B? And that's a measure of velocity. Distance divided by time. Okay, next slide.
Okay. So this is the module catapult. So this is all the things that you can change for different effects. So first is the weight of the projectile, and then the length of the arm, and then the force, and then the angle of release.
Terrific. Okay. Terrific.
So this is this is all together. So the coin spillway, coin sensor, and the ramp.
Okay. These are all of the modules together. Fantastic.
And then this is simple machines. So I found a picture.
Good.
So
The picture
it's,
with all the simple machines.
yeah. And then this is graffiti. I did this on my mom's computer,
Yep.
and I actually was signed in my mom's account. See, so my mom's computer had the PowerPoint. So if I change it, my mom's computer changed too. So I did this on my mom's computer.
Okay,
So
great.
this is graffiti.
Norman, this is beautiful. I love this. It has all the attributes of graffiti, right?
Yeah.
Colorful. It has unusual shapes, and it pops right off the page. It's three-dimensional. Okay, most excellent, Norman. Way to go. Your lab book is a Hall of Fame lab book. Isaiah, would you like to share your lab book? Nice work, Norman. Really nice work. Yeah, okay. Practice presenting the project by explaining your lab book, Isaiah. Isaiah, can you turn your microphone on? Okay, so gather your microphone may not be working. Okay, let's just go through your slides then. Slide 3. Mission. If good images. Okay. Wow, you were diligent at finding good images. Great. Next slide, Isaiah. Simple machines. Okay. Graffiti alphabet. Fantastic. Okay. Cool. Would someone like to explain to Isaiah how to make a drop shadow on their characters? Norman, since your graffiti has everything, can you explain to Isaiah how you did the gradated effect on your characters?
Okay. So the gradient effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first you right click on the letter. Right click.
Yep.
Wait.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I think you go to format shape.
No, go to fill at the very top. Fill at the very top. Yep. Click on the arrow next to fill. Yep. And then
Gradient. Gradient.
Gradient.
And then more gradients. Oops. Yeah, let's try once more. Lucas, you know how to do this, right? Let's, okay. Let's try one more and be careful, slow down so we can do what Norman did, okay?
I think there's another cooler gradient effect.
Yeah,
So right click and then go to right click on the letter
on the yellow, right?
on
Click.
the not
You haven't clicked on the yellow yet. Select the yellow. Yep. Oh, you haven't selected the yellow yet. Click on the yellow. I don't think the yellow is selected. Oh, you have to ungroup. Ungroup. Everything is grouped. Can you click on the eye? Let's try the eye. Is the eye all grouped also? Okay, there we go. Try that gradient.
and then go to form. No.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's go back to the S. Let's go back to the S because the S is working. I think you have the other characters are all great, are all grouped. That's why you can't access them. All right. Now,
Format shape. If you want a cooler gradient effect, go to format shape. Okay.
click on the S right there. Click on the S. Yep. Right click on it. Yep.
And then go to format shape. Format shape. And then go to fill. No, over here has a little fill. Fill. No, like, yeah. Click it. And then gradient fill. And then you can change to O.
You're okay. Well, we can try that. That's the whole box, but that's the problem. We need to delete this.
I think I can do that.
Okay.
I've done it. I think you have to go. I think you have to like just click on right click on no just click on it. I think. And it will sometimes maybe.
Yeah. I think the problem is you have several things grouped together. The A, I, A, and H are in a separate group. So that's why you can't access the individual characters. So
I think you have to first regroup it.
you ungroup everything. You want to
Yeah.
ungroup everything. That's the goal here. Can you Okay, say Isaiah, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this after we see everyone. Okay, but good work, Isaiah. All we're gonna do is show you how to make interesting colors and how to make a drop shadow.
Interesting colors. I don't know.
Okay, Kingsley, would you like to share your lab book?
No, I'm not done.
Oh, not done yet? Okay, but I know you're good at PowerPoint, so we'd love to see what you're doing. Okay, so we've built all the components of our chain reaction machine. We built our graffiti signs. it would be great if you could make a sign that says teamwork and maybe a sign that says 25 cents, because we'd like to have signs that explain how your project works. Great. I see Norman has a teamwork sign already. Show us the teamwork sign again, Norman.
This is the teamwork sign that I made.
Great. And then you can make another sign for another bumper with your name on it, right? Your graffiti name that you made in PowerPoint. And then you could maybe make a 25-cent sign and put it by your coin spillway. So you'll be able to tell people exactly where they need to put 25 cents. Great, great. I'm going to show you how to make a character for your chain reaction machine. So let me go to, let me share my screen first of all, sorry. We're in the mode now of decorating, building the decorations for our chain reaction machine. So I'm going to go to the Build Yourself site. And whoops, sorry. Build Yourself. And I'm going to find the lesson on hardhead character. Okay. And let me go through and show you an example of all these different characters. We might make a character that sits on one of your bumpers, or we could make a character that sits on your scale, on your seesaw. So when your seesaw moves, the character swings. So you could have characters around your chain reaction machine that make it look even cooler. So here are some examples of characters made from what we call premium quality junk. Here's this character head is made from a stone and some cloth and pipe cleaners. This is made from some nuts. This is just made from a paper cylinder. More nuts, bottle caps, paper. So we want you to make we encourage you, we're going to show you how to make some characters that look like this. So you can add them to your chain reaction machine. You'll need all these tools and you'll need these materials. First thing you should do is hold on a second. My computer's loading up. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start by building this character. And this character starts with big eyes. When you make a cartoon character, the soul of your character is in the eyes. So you want to make your eyes as big as possible so that from a distance, you can see the eyes. Okay? In the background. What's your sister's name?
My sister's name is Ausa.
Hi, Asla. Welcome. So you can draw big goofy eyes, stupid eyes, or surprised eyes. And here's goofy eyes, and here's soulful eyes. So break your character into simple parts so that you can address and you can focus on one part at a time. So start with the eyes. And then here's other examples of eyes. Mean eyes or beady, big bushy eyebrows. Happy eyes, Okay, and cute eyes. Then the next thing we're gonna do is make some hair. And if you find some string, you can wrap some string around your fingers, and then you can tie a knot around the loop of string. And then if you cut the loops, then you'll have hair. And you can put that hair on top. So just put the eyes aside, put the hair aside. Don't put them together until you've finished it all. Here's another way to make hair. If you don't have string, colorful string, you can just take paper and cut it up and then roll it and then bend the hair, and then you have hair inside of a cone. Okay? You could take yarn, you could take feathers for hair, or you could take wire, make antenna hair. Okay, now let's focus on how to make a cylinder. You could make a cylinder like this, 4 inches long by roughly 1.5 inches high. Draw on it, draw the face, then draw the hair, and then cut out. You can cut out the cut the hair, wrap the cylinder around a pipe cleaner, and voila, you have a cylinder head. I really like these cone heads. They're much more interesting shapes. So the way you make a cone, you can cut a piece of colored paper 2 inches by 4 inches, and then wrap it around in a cone, tape it or hot glue it, and then you can trim the cone.
Not head hard.
Okay. And then you have a cone. And look at how you can use the cone so the nose or the point of the cone becomes your nose, or the open end of the cone becomes your mouth, or you can put the cone so the top is the top of your head. The point of the cone is the top of your head. So these are all different characters you can make with a cone head. So let's start with a cone head, all right? We'll give you 5 minutes. See if you can make a cone. You don't have to follow these directions perfectly. If you have an idea to make it even better, fantastic. Let's start with a nice, simple cone head. We're gonna build this critter in simple parts. We're gonna modularize this critter. So we make the head, then the eyes, then the hair, then the neck. We could make some arms and hands. We'll build it all part by part. And let's not put it together till we have all of our parts lined up on the table. And then when we have all of our parts completed, then we'll brainstorm ways to put those parts together, to integrate the parts in ways. We want to make our cone head so it moves, so we can bend the arms, so that when something on our chain reaction machine moves, the critter will move. it'd be great if when the ball goes into one of your bumpers, the critter shakes or dances. In order to do that, you need to make your critter fairly light. Okay, Kingsley, were you able to find the materials to build? Were you able to find,
Don't want to find it. Don't really want to find it.
I'm sorry, say again, Kingsley?
Don't really want to find it because I don't have those pieces.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you could draw a character in your PowerPoint. What if you draw one of these characters and then you could cut it out and put it on your chain reaction machine?
I'll cut it out.
Yeah,
And print it out? Do you mean?
yeah. Draw a character on your PowerPoint and then print it and cut it.
Mom doesn't let me print. And also this.
Okay, Lucas has, hold on a second, let me stop sharing. Lucas has his cone. And Norman has a cone. Isaiah, good, everyone's ready with their cone. Isaiah, you have a cone? Not yet, okay. Next, let's draw eyes, okay? So let's get a white piece of paper and I'll share a screen and I'll show you some example of eyes.
Give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes to draw eyes. Here's different eyes. Which eyes do you like best? Goofy,
Stupid ones.
stupid, okay,
Goofy.
goofy. So see if you can draw big eyes, maybe a half an inch high, even an inch high.
Why an inch high?
Or if you don't like to draw, well, your cone is about an inch high. So your eyes should be really big. You should think about exaggerating. Often creativity is about not being afraid to exaggerate, not being afraid to think different.
1 minute.
Okay. And creativity is also a lot about not being afraid to look stupid. So don't worry if it doesn't look just right. You can always change it. If you know how to build, you can always change. And remember, when you're drawing eyes, those are good. Those are good. May I make a suggestion, Lucas? If you're going to cut those out, you should draw the eyes on the corner of your paper, because now when you cut the eyes out, you'll cut the whole piece of paper. So you don't want to waste any more paper than you have to. So it's good if you draw your eyes on the corner of your paper. But it's okay that you got it now. You'll make use of that paper. Just try not to waste materials.
I got my eyes done.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's focus on Lucas's eyes. Norman's eyes. Nice. Really simple. And see, Norman's not going to waste any paper when he cuts them out. Okay, so you can cut your eyes out. Good, Lucas. Love it. You got it. And
I say.
your eyes out. Good, good, good.
I say no.
Okay, good, good, good. You might want to cut each eyeball out. What if you cut each eyeball out? Then you can position the eyes.
Perfect. There.
Good. Good, Norman. How are you coming, Kingsley? Are you drawing a character on your PowerPoint?
No, I don't know.
If you're drawing a character, we'd love to see it.
How I'm not even on your stage. Wow.
Okay, Norman, what's your sister's name?
Selfie.
Hi, Sophie.
Hi.
Building a character too?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Great. All right. Isaiah, how are you coming? Good, good. Hold on a second. Let's spotlight you. Isaiah, show up. You got your cone head made, Isaiah? And working on the eyes now?
I got my eyes done cut out.
Good, good. Look, if you want to do exactly what Norman's done, cut your eyes out so that it's really easy to adjust them on your cone head. Then you have more flexibility. Good, 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 Lucas. Great, fantastic. Ooh, this is good. You might try to, if you have some colored paper, you could add a little bit of color to those eyes. Look at how these eyes are made. See if I can see how you can add some color to the eyelashes. It makes the eyes sort of stand out more. Okay. If you don't have colored pencils, I don't know, you might find some ketchup in the refrigerator and see if you can color with ketchup.
Oh.
So don't be afraid to, if you don't have exactly the right materials, don't be afraid to think about other ways you could do stuff. All right. Kingsley, can you imagine how in PowerPoint you could draw eyes like this? These were drawn in PowerPoint. You could make these characters in PowerPoint.
Yeah, but I don't want it.
Okay. All right, next, let's make hair. So now we have cone head hair. Let me share my screen again. And let's go to hair. There's two kinds of hair we can make. We can either find colorful string and wrap it around our fingers, or we could get colored paper and cut it. So let me go to where the hair is. Does everyone follow this? Wrap the string around your finger maybe 20 times. And then wrap a short string, tie a short string in a knot around the loop of string. And then cut the loops. And that'll give you string hair. All right. Or you could make hair like this. If you don't have really colorful string, you could cut out paper. I think Norman is doing, oh, okay. Or you could do hair like this. If you're doing the string or the paper, if you have two different colors, it makes it more interesting if you can put two colors together. usually 2 colors is more interesting than just 1 color. That's why when we do graffiti, we try to use a gradated color rather than a solid color. So creativity, a part of creativity can be lots, lots of variety. So if you use a variety of colors, you have to choose colors that look well together. But if you can put 2 colors together, you'll get a more interesting effect usually than if you just use 1 color. Often painters are told, never use a solid color. Always mix your colors. And when you mix colors, you'll usually get a more interesting result than if you just use a solid color. Anyone can do solid color. That's the average boring way. The interesting way is to try to make 2 colors feel like 1 color. Okay, so the mission now is hair. Anyone got some hair to show? Oh, hold on a second. Let me stop sharing and show what Lucas has got. Okay, Lucas, how are you coming on the hair? Are you using pipe cleaner for hair? That's great. All right, that's great. Okay. How are you? It looks like Norman's using paper. Let me spotlight. Oh, that's good, Norman. You got it. Yep, that's good, good, good. Lucas, may I make a suggestion for hair? If you're using a pipe cleaner, I'm going to spotlight myself. Okay. So you can see here's, so I'm going to take this pipe cleaner and I'm going to cut it. Well, let's actually, I won't cut it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pipe cleaner and wrap it around a pencil. So it looks like a spring, right? If you wrap the pipe cleaner around, then when you take it off, you have something like this, right? See if I can show this. Now, if you make several of these, you'll have string that looks like, kind of looks like an antenna. So if you make several of these, you'll have, and here's an example of how that looks on your character. I think we have an example in the PowerPoint of that. Let me see if I can find it. Here's it is. See how we did this? We wrapped wire around a pencil, and then you could make 4 or 5 funny looking. It's like when a girl puts curlers in their hair. This would be like hair with curlers in it. Here's some other ideas for hair, guys. If you have feathers, you can make more than 1 character, right? On your chain reaction machine, you could have a character on several bumpers. You could have a character sitting on the seesaw or in one of the cups. So you can do many characters. Okay, last step after we have the cone head, the eyes, the hair, well, one more is to make a neck for our pipe. We can use a pipe cleaner, or even you can make you could use a cardboard or piece of paper for the neck. You could make a neck like this. The hair that I just showed you could also be the neck. The beauty of this is that if you make a spring like this, let me show you some examples. You see the neck has a spring here. It means you can wrap it around a pencil. All of these guys, the pipe cleaner is the neck, and then you can wrap the pipe cleaner around whatever is holding your head up. So here's an example of everything put together. The cone head, the eyes, the hair, and then the pipe cleaner for a neck, right? And the last thing we're gonna do, guys, is make arms. Arms and hands. And you can see in this picture how to make the arms and the hands. That's good, Lucas, I like it. I like it. 2 colors, and it's unusual. It's not ordinary, right? There's no other character like that on the planet. You have the only character that looks like that. If you buy everything, generally what you'll build is something like what everyone else is building. If you use your own creative materials, then your invention will be unique. In my experience, guys, an important engineering skill is to think different, to be innovative, to try to think of different ways to solve a problem. Anyone can follow the instructions. It's when you think of better ways to do it that you stand out. So it's good to start with instructions, but if you can think of better ways to do it, then more power to you. How are you coming, Isaiah? Oh, hold on a second, Isaiah. Let's check out what Isaiah has. Hold on, Isaiah, I'm about to spotlight you. Ho, yo, look at this. Looks like a turkey. Hold it up again, Isaiah. Looks like a turkey. All right, you got it. You got it. And fantastic. I like that you build everything from paper. Okay. All right, next step, guys, is to make arms and hands. Now try to make the arms so that they wiggle or they move. Guys, here's what we're shooting for. Here's an example of what you can be done. And don't be afraid to make the hands real big. Don't be afraid to exaggerate. Okay.
How about if I don't have pipe cleaners?
Okay, let's see what you can do instead of pipe cleaners. I mean, you could use cardboard. Your You even could use paper. You could use tin foil. If you have tin foil,
Tinfoil?
foil.
Okay.
If
Is
you,
like the thing that's sort of metal?
yep, tin foil is like metal that you wrap food in.
Oh, okay, we have that.
Yeah, see if you can find some tin foil. You could make an arm from just a coffee stir stick, but you could mount the coffee stir stick. What if you do something like this? Watch, guys. Here's a coffee. So we have a question here. Let me stop sharing and focus on my screen. Okay. So we're going to think about how could we make an arm that moves with a very stiff stick. All right. So what if we do this? I'm going to break the stick. The problem with if you cut this stick with a scissors, there's two things that happen. One is you'll dull the scissors and you won't be able to cut paper with your scissors. So in order to protect your tools, don't cut hard materials with a scissors. This you can just bend with your finger. The other thing about cutting something like this with a scissors is if you cut this, the end of this will fly off like a bullet and it could go right into your eye. So watch this, when I cut this, that stick flew off. I don't know if you saw it, but it can fly off and it goes in your eye. You'll only have one eye. All right, so I just bent this with my finger and then I'm gonna break this. So now I have an arm. Actually, this is too short. I think it would be nice to have a longer arm. So I'm gonna break this. And then what happens if I'm gonna make a hinge on the shoulder, the elbow. So I'm just gonna take some tape and I'm just gonna wrap the two sticks with the tape.
But how about if I only have popsicle sticks? They're wrapped
It's
into
good.
it.
Popsicle sticks is good. Take two popsicle sticks and do what I've done. So see how that bends? So if you make this right, this wiggles, right?
Yeah.
It could make it move. When your character moves, this would move. And that's the goal. You want to make your chain reaction machine, you want to make many things move in your chain reaction machine. So it'd be cool if you could make your critters move when something hits them. So you don't have coffee stir sticks, you can be creative, or pipe cleaners, you can be creative, find other materials. And then you can do the same thing as you did with the elbow here, make a shoulder. So you could make a shoulder hinge, like an elbow hinge and a shoulder hinge. And then you can tape this to your neck. The idea, right? But just using tape, you can use tape as a hinge to create joints. And then the last thing we're gonna do is make a hand. So here's a colorful cloth. This is actually a piece of foamy, but it could be paper too. Paper is great. And you wanna cut fingers out. I recommend that you only, just like Mickey Mouse, instead of 5 fingers, Mickey Mouse has only 4 fingers. It's much simpler and it looks the same. We're gonna make a hand with just 3 fingers. So watch how I cut this out. I'm gonna cut out a little bit at the end of the fingertips. I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make a 3-fingered hand. You see how I make the ends of the finger a little bit bigger than the neck of the finger? So here's a 3-finger hand. Okay. Got it? Or you could make a 4-fingered hand. That 3 fingers or 4 fingers. And then you can bend that. You can hot glue it right here and bend this around so that the hand looks like it's 3-dimensional. So this is the 2-dimensional way to make a hand. When the hot glue is drying, if you bend it a little bit, then your hand looks like it has more motion, right? So here's the, oh, whoa, check this out. Let me stop sharing. Hold on a second. Isaiah, yo, replace spotlight. You got it. All right, good work. Good job. You know, instead, I see you made a mouth at the bottom of your cone. See if do you have a red piece of paper or a red piece of junk or a red piece of like cloth? See if you can find something that's red. And then, yeah, there you go. You could just color it. Cut that out. Perfect. Cut out a piece of that and just tape it around your mouth. So look, I really love that, what you did with this. Let me show you a way you could do this. I'm gonna do exactly what you did. I'm just gonna take on the edge of the paper here. Let me spotlight my screen. Watch, Isaiah. And all of you who want to make a mouth, an interesting mouth, what if on the edge of the paper, we just draw a bunch of red like this?
I did that.
Just like Isaiah colored in his hand. Okay. And then I'm going to cut out this. Okay. Now I have this red paper. I'll just cut out a chunk of it in an odd shape. You've already got a lot cut out here. Just an odd shape. Then I'm going to crumple it up, right? So it looks like it's all crumpled red. I'm just going to twist it and crumple it up. And now try to put that under your cone head and see if that doesn't look like a more interesting mouth than just the line that you drew for a mouth. You get that, Isaiah?
Yes.
Does that make sense? So try to make your characters look as 3D as possible. This is a simple mouth just made from paper colored red. Paper that I hand drew red. Okay. Who wants to, Lucas, can we spotlight what you're doing? Yo, yo, where are your eyes? All right. Oh, are you putting your eyes on the, show me your cone head. your cone head again. Are you putting your eyes, are you gonna mount your eyes so they come off the cone a little bit? Yeah, excellent. That's a great idea. I like that idea a lot. Make your eyes pop off the cone head, but you made a little green strip there that you can tape your eyes to, right? I've never seen anyone do that before. That's a terrific idea. That way your eyes stand out from your cone head. Cool. Way cool. Norman, how you coming? Working on, okay, good. Oh, look at there. There's a, all right,
Straw.
straw. Good, 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 good. Okay. Okay, good. Well, I think you guys get the idea. So
Yeah.
next week, we're gonna put everything together, integrate all of our parts, and see if we can take a video of your whole chain reaction machine in action. All right. So the challenge is to make a video of everything together. Good. Yeah, you got it, Norman. That's on the right track. It's fun watching you guys build. Okay, hold on a second, Norman or Lucas, let me share. Okay, you got the eyes on there? Good, good, good. Yeah. Okay. Maybe you could have a big tongue sticking out. Or teeth. How about buck teeth? Two teeth coming down. Or maybe alligator teeth. Maybe you could make some alligator teeth. Okay. All right, guys. So the challenge for, let me just check what session we're on here. How many more sessions do we have to go? Okay. Great. All right, guys. I'll send you an email, or Xiaofei will send you an email with the mission for next week.
Bye.
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 Lucas. Bye, Isaiah. See you.
Bye.
Have a good week.